A nigga's the simple of the simplest, man. You know? These niggas that still have a clue of what's going on, nor do they care about what's going on, man. What they care about doing tonight, man, when the sun go down, it's party time, man.
Sun go down.
Meaning, when the nightlife, talking about the nightlife, when once the skies get dark and the nightlife come, that's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying, bro. Check that little fucking, look at this. Check that little sweet little shit, man. You know what I mean? I ain't going too busy. I ain't going to dwell on that, man. But guess what, man? When that time come, man, she gonna be fucked up, bro. You know, because shit, somebody gonna snatch her ass. The way I'm thinking, man, somebody gonna snatch that shit up, man. That little sweet shit, man. Let me see she feel a little sweet shit then. But back to what I was saying, I lost my train of thought when these fucking hoes, man.
Somebody gonna snatch that up.
Yeah, bring it up, man.
You got Becca?
Yeah, hold on. I got that, but can I just bring one?
Lost my train of thought,
This is on Isaiah 48 and 22.
Yeah.
There is no peace, saith the Lord, unto the wicked.
Yeah, and the wicked is talking about the 2/3 of Israel, the Edomites. You know, Esau like to go on this peace trip, man. Talking about peace. But when you was killing niggas in the South, hanging niggas and whatnot, fucking buck breaking niggas, you know what I'm saying, raping their women, taking their children, and then sending them to fucking North Carolina. Here it is, the father and mothers in Oklahoma. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't thinking about no peace, man. All right, you wasn't thinking about that shit when you was having Jake blindfold them, making them have sex with their own mothers, man. You wasn't thinking about no damn peace, man.
Man, it's fucking wicked, man.
All right, you wasn't thinking about peace with Derby. What's that? Derby.
Derby's dose.
Yeah,
man.
Derby's dose. You wasn't thinking about that peace, man. You wasn't thinking about no fucking peace then, man.
Also, the Devil's Punch Bowl. Look at
the
that.
Devil's Punch Bowl, which is pretty much like a goddamn concentration camp down there in the South, man.
That's right.
But you still got in Mississippi. You still got bones that's washing up when it rains and get flooded in them areas, man.
That's right. They buried a bunch of Jake down there in them big pits, you know what I'm saying, that they dug, you know what I'm saying? And now they starting to, now when it rains, like I said, when it's floods and it rains, like a heavy rain, it unearths them bones, man. And they started finding a lot of bones, man, that was buried back in the 1800s, you know what I'm saying, back in the late 1900s, you know what I'm saying, just going to early 1900s, man, the late 1800s, mid 1800s, them bones are starting to come up, man.
Yeah, it was pretty much like a concentration camp for Jake, man.
Yeah.
That's what it was, man.
And they called it the Devil's Punch Bowl.
Listen, the concentration camps ain't nothing new. Yeah, read on, my brother.
This is Habakkuk. You want me to start at the top?
No, you finished reading what you was reading?
Yeah, I finished.
All right, yeah, read Habakkuk.
All right, this is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 1.
Habakkuk, whatever.
I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower.
Yeah, because why? Because we the watchmen, which are the seers, which are the prophets, man. All right, we can tell you your future. All right? I can tell you right now, if you're a so-called Negro, Latino, or Native American, in the future, you're going to be sitting on the throne. Okay? That's your future. You're going to be sitting on a throne. All right? Okay? Okay, that's all right. That's all right. What he said, fuck us? That's all right. That's all right. That's okay. That's okay. I don't give a fuck about that nigga. Okay, that's a demon that just materialized. That's a demon with pigment on it. Yeah, read on.
It says, and will watch to see what he will say unto me.
Yeah, what the Lord will say unto us. He's saying it unto us in the scriptures, man. That America's going to be destroyed. Don't believe the hype, man. I don't care what they tell you in the news about nuclear disarmament. You know what I'm saying? That's all propaganda. Okay? What's really going on is that America's getting ready to be destroyed by nuclear missiles,
That's
man.
right, bro. And nothing you can do about it.
They'll be beguiled. Oh shit! What the hell them Israelites talking about, man? Now see, nuclear disarmament. It's because Esau put it in the fucking news. You'll believe it.
That's right.
Damn dummies. Esau's a liar. Can't you tell that by now? Yeah, Doc.
It says, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables.
Let's talk about these scriptures, man. Write the vision. You had the scribes, they wrote the vision, prophecies, and made it plain upon tables, man. Yeah.
It says that he may run that readeth it.
Who was the man that's running? The prophets, man. And this ain't no race like a sprint. This is a marathon. You know what I'm saying? You gotta pace yourself, man. That's why the scriptures say, hast thou found honey? Eat so much as is sufficient for thee. least thou be filled therewith and vomited. So you gotta pace yourself when you in a marathon, man.
That's right.
And you know what? You might fall, but the scriptures say a just man falleth 7 times, but rising back up. So it's all about being the elect. Continue, my brother.
Not to the swift.
And the race is not to the swift. You can be fast as shit. You can run right off a cliff. Yeah, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt. Continue.
It says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time.
Meaning what? That these prophecies got a set time to come to pass, man. All right? These prophecies got a set time to come to pass. And guess what? We living in a time of America being destroyed, man.
That's right.
All right? You see? And that's beautiful. That's beautiful, man.
Right.
Continue.
If I could say something real quick, brother. You know, like the prophecy about nuclear war, that couldn't have happened in the ancient world. You know, nuclear missiles didn't exist in the ancient world. So when these visions that the prophet saw of Babylon the Great, you know, America being burnt up by a nuclear fire, how could that have taken place in that time when they wrote it? You know, it said the vision is yet for an appointed time. You got a vision about a whole landmass being engulfed with fire. Now is the time that's gonna happen, because now you have nuclear ICBM missiles, man. That's gonna light this land on fire. It says, but at the end it shall speak and not lie.
Meaning what? When the prophecy comes to pass, it's going to speak by happening. Okay? It's going to speak by occurring and not lie. Meaning what? Since all the way back in the ancient world, man, that's how deep this thing is of ours is, man. You guys playing around with this truth. This thing is so deep. This thing is an ancient practice, man. This thing is an ancient ministry, man. You see? What's the word ministry really goes into the word employment. The Most High employed the prophets, man. We the men of the Lord. This is an ancient thing. You got men that were thousands of years ago that prophesied about things that are going to happen today. And certain things like people being born, a person being born, a person growing up to a certain age to create a certain kind of technology and whatnot, all coincides with these scriptures, man. That's how deep it is, man. You know what I'm saying? The 5 horsemen or the 4 horsemen going into Robert Oppenheimer, Werner von Braun, Jack Parsons and whatnot, and them guys that came up with the equation to split the atom to create this energy that they harness in a nuclear warhead. Those men had to be born, had to grow up, get to a certain age, acquire a certain amount of knowledge. Just so what? So the prophecy of the Most High could come to pass, man. All right? And that's all they was born for. All right? When you look back at that, those are little fine details that the Most High didn't mention in the scriptures. But when you go back to and look at that, you see, oh shit. Look at how deep this thing is, man. These men have to be born, come to pass, they get to a certain age, they grow up through their fucking childhood, the Most High have it to where they didn't die. So they could come up, so the Lord could give them this knowledge on nuclear fission, so they could actually create these nuclear missiles. You know what I'm saying? All these different things, man, goes to show you the power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Okay? Who was the one whom the world ignorantly calls God in Jesus Christ, who was a so-called black man out of the tribe of Judah.
That's right.
Okay?
It says, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry.
Right. So you had the prophets back then, they died in this truth, man. Man, you had Jeremiah was pretty much a little kid coming into this truth, man. He was a young man, because 12 years old you become a man. About 14, 15 years old, maybe 16, the tender age of 16. He didn't fall out the truth. He grew up, got to a certain age, and died in the truth. Not seeing Jeremiah, the 50th chapter, come to pass about the nukes. Guys like Robert Oppenheimer had to be born in a whole different lifetime before these things could come to pass, man. So when you consider these things, you see how deep this word is, man. All right?
That was it on that.
I got a percent.
Yeah.
Okay. It's the book of Jeremiah 28 and 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old.
Yeah, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old. See, Jeremiah was credited in the ancient men. All right? He was credited guys like Noah. You know what I'm saying? He was credited Abraham and them guys, man. And guys that came before him. You know? He was credited them guys. So the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old, that
prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms.
That's it. And that's the job of a prophet, to say before what's gonna happen before it happens, man. You know what I'm saying? The very word prophet means to say before. Pro before and phasai means to say. Okay, which is where you get the word prophecy from. See all these people out here? Look at all these people out here. Pan the camera. See all these people out here, man? All these people out here, man. Here it is. This is how crazy the Most High got it, man. All these people, the Most High don't give a fuck about them, man. All right? Here it is. The Lord got his prophets out here on the corners teaching this word. Well, look at them. Look what the fuck they doing, man. Look what the fuck they doing. The Most High don't give a shit about those people, man.
That's right.
That's how deep it is, man.
That's right.
All right?
22.
So now what they gonna say when the Lord come? Oh, we didn't know. The Lord say, listen, you stupid motherfucker. I had my prophets out there right in the corner. Y'all saw them, but y'all didn't adhere to them, right? So what you gonna tell me now that the Most High hit you with a goddamn missile? What the fuck you gonna say?
That's right.
You're gonna die. That's what you gonna do. I tell you that much. Go ahead, huh?
And against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence.
Yeah, so the prophets didn't come talking about no goddamn prosperity doctrine, man. All right, we ain't telling you you watch these damn these infomercials with Peter Popoff with the miracle water, and they be lying their asses off. I took the miracle water and I received a check in the mail for $25,000. That's a goddamn lie. All right, nigga, I've been drinking Poland Spring for years. I ain't never received no goddamn check. Now I don't really drink Poland Springs like that, but I'm just saying, Jake could be drinking Poland Spring for years and never receive a check for $25,000. They be up there lying their asses off. Oh, I bought the miracle spring water, and I received a check in the mail for $150,000. I have a man now. You know what I'm saying? My prayers were answered. That's a goddamn lie, man.
That's called the prosperity doctrine.
Yeah, that's it.
What they call that.
That's it, man. I gotta tell you, Jake been drinking Poland Spring for years, man. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't never met a nigga that found $25,000 in the mail.
No.
Yeah, dog.
That was it on that, but I had something to go with it.
Let me get this real quick.
Go ahead,
Real quick, because what you were saying right here about these people. This is 2nd Esdras 9:22. Let the multitude perish, then which was born in vain.
That right there is one of my. You matter of fact, you might have to start up a little bit, man.
Right.
You gotta start up a little bit on there, man.
Where you want me to start? Verse 20?
Where you at?
I'm on 2nd Esdras 9. You want me to start?
I know 9 and what though? 9 and
22.
22. Start at 20.
This is 2nd Esdras 9:20. So I considered the world, and behold, there was peril because of the devices that were come into it.
Yeah. Here it is. The Lord set things up the way it should be. Things the way it should be was set up. Now the perils come into the world because of the devices. I named one of the devices, homosexuality. That causes death and peril, murder. Esau was the first murderer. Now it's blood for blood. So that causes peril and whatnot, man. Bestiality and things of that nature. Women ruling over men, all that shit causes peril, man. Those are different devices that Esau sets up, man. Who the hell told you a woman's supposed to be over a man and call the shots in the house, man? You know what I'm saying? Those things cause peril. Oh, we're gonna allow women to go to law school and become judges and lawyers and whatnot. Now the bitch is sitting off there on the goddamn podium with the gavel, all right, on her fucking rag. It might be a young, pretty bitch. Here it is, her boyfriend cheated on her. You got a man that did some shit. You know what I'm saying? Use your imagination, he did something. And because she's mad, you know what I'm saying, and what happened to her, she's emotional, she causes judgment on that shit. Now this nigga's upstate doing 25 to life, and the nigga's innocent of the whole thing or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And that's shit that really happens, man. So the devices that came into this world is what caused people to fucking perish, man. Peril, man. He got more.
It says, and I saw and spared it greatly, and have kept me a grape of the cluster.
Ooh, it kept me a grape of the cluster, baby. That's talking about the elect, man. The elect men out of these tribes, man. And I ain't gonna lie, you gonna have women that are a part of the elect too. All right? You ain't a part of the 144,000, hell no. All right, but you have women that are a part of the elect, because elect means pretty much chosen to be delivered. Even the women that brothers take in those days, that's going to be the Most High that makes you take those women. Because if you have understanding, you know that you really don't do shit on earth. It's the Most High that put it on your spirit to do whatever you do. All right? The Most High may have you bypass a fine ass woman to get with an ugly woman, just so you can make her pretty to show the Lord's power. You know what I'm saying? She might have small boobs, and it's a scripture on that.
That's right.
A chick that got she might have a small chest, a flat ass, or something like that. It's in the Song of Solomon. It tells you could actually make her titties bigger and make her ass fatter, man. Yeah, with spiritual power. You know? And that's in the Song of Solomon. If the spirit permit, we'll get it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, go ahead.
There's a little more. It says, I saw and spared it greatly, and have kept me a grape of the cluster.
Yeah, that grape is talking about the elect, man. Rich is really talking about the men right there. All right, that's that grape of the cluster. The elect men. Good.
And a plant of a great people.
And a plant of a great people, because the majority of Israel is going to be destroyed. They're going to be wiped out. Like you spraying raid on a clique of roaches and shit. They're going to be wiped out, man. Good.
It says, let the multitude perish then.
Let the multitude perish. Then when I read this, man, it's like that triumphant fucking orchestral music that you listen to, man. Let the multitude perish then. Ooh. You know what I'm saying? The Most High is getting wrong. So you can say to hell with all of y'all, man. Saving my elect. Let the multitude just perish.
That's right.
Good?
Which was born in vain.
Your life don't mean shit. If something is vain, vanity pretty much means worthlessness. When you look it up in the blue letter, it means worthlessness. So the 2/3 and these other nations, they're worthless unto the Most High. Okay? That's why the Lord kept him a grape of the cluster. And with that grape of the cluster, he's going to populate the whole nation of Israel again. All right? We're going to be the great granddaddies of the whole nation if we're the elect, man. All right? We're going to be, man, we're going to be lords over this earth, man. We're going to be gods again, man. You know what I'm saying? All the tribes. This ain't no black thing. All the tribes, man. From Judah to Issachar. All the tribes, man.
That's right. That's why the scripture talk about the first fruits. That's it. You know, the Lord is comparing us right here to a grape. You know, the first fruits being of the whole nation of Israel, man. Lord wondering if we that number.
12,000 from each tribe. 12,000 men out of the tribe of Judah. Matter of fact, we have to get Revelation the 7th chapter now. All right? Once you can read that and finish that. Yeah.
It says, and let my grape be kept and my plant, for with great labor have I made it perfect.
Yeah, and as you catching all this fucking hell in this society, purifying you for what's to come, making you hard on what's gonna come to the society so you can endure. You know what I'm saying?
I think that was it. Yeah,
that was pretty much it on Revelation 7. Yeah, Revelation 7 because you know
start at the top.
No, go. You can actually. You know what? We're going to start at the top. Yeah, pull a Apostle to all kind of.
Revelation 7:1. And after these things, I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth.
Yeah, that's talking about the archangels, pretty much, man. They stand on the 4 corners of the earth.
Holding the 4 winds of the earth.
And the 4 winds of the earth is talking about the nuclear destruction. So the angels are pretty much holding back the other nations from commencing to fire these nukes on America. Because these nations pretty much been wanting to destroy America, but the angels holding them back. So what's gonna happen, man?
That the wind should not blow on the earth.
And that wind is talking about that nuclear destruction, man. That's what it's talking about, nuclear fire. So the angels are holding it back. In other words, they got the other nations agreeing with Esau for a while, holding back the destruction of America, man. All right? That
Nor on the sea,
nor on the sea,
nor on any tree.